Hi everyone. So I wanted to take a moment and talk about how to handle the fear of the world during crisis. You know, this is an incredibly intense time in the world, and it can be really challenging to stay in faith and trust and love when everyone and everything around us seems to be falling apart. And when we're witnessing so many people in a state of panic and fear over this growing pandemic of the coronavirus. So over the years that I've been working with Spirit, I've come to learn and understand several things that have brought me great comfort and empowerment during times like this. And I felt guided to share it with all of you who are tuning into this now, as there's another way of being in the world and dealing with all the fearful things that may arise. So as with anything in life, there are two ways to respond to a situation. One is based in love and the other is based in fear. And it's human nature for our minds to slip into a fearful state, right? Our minds start running wild with all the thoughts about, the what ifs that could potentially play out. And while it's true and very real that a lot of people are feeling afraid and overwhelmed by what's going on, we need to remember that our ego is what creates fear, okay, from a mind level. FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Love that acronym. Our minds love to concoct stories that are simply illusions. And with a little time, our fears hold the power to create a self-fulfilling prophecy if left unchecked, meaning that which we constantly fixate on, we draw into our experience. So spiritually speaking, this comes down to the law of attraction. I'm sure you've heard me talk about that before, but what you think about expands and it's drawn to you. So you're going to be drawing to you more fearful people, more anxiety, more opportunities to come into contact with the virus or any illness for that matter. And physically speaking, fear causes our bodies to go into a state of fight, flight, or freeze, which goes without saying, it takes a serious toll on our immune system. So here's what I do in stressful situations like this. I make it a point every day, sometimes many times a day, to zoom out and to see the bigger picture going on, viewing it from a soul level, rather than getting narrow-minded and caught up in my ego's fear and self-created drama. So this means that, when we do this, that we have to get neutral. So meditation is a great way to quiet down the mind and release all of those thoughts that are of resistance that we might be holding on to. So I meditate and then I pray and I ask my guides to show me truth, and I ask them for clarity and seeing the situation through God's eyes. Again, if we all have free will, right? So we can choose. We can either see the situation through the lens of love, or we can choose to see it through the lens of fear. And we can choose from a mind level or from a soul level. So having said all that, I just want to mention that we do need to be real about the situation, of course, and the importance of using our minds to know the facts, right? And to make good, responsible choices. So this means, good hygiene. This means washing your hands, sanitizing, not shaking hands with others, and listening to your body, taking care of yourself so that you are at your highest and best and your immune system is strong. So my spirit guides have reminded me to not get caught up in the drama and not to feed the fear, okay, by overindulging and watching the news or surfing the internet or social media or constantly talking about it in a negative light. So just do enough to stay informed. We can all rise above the fear. And another powerful way to do that is by raising our vibe, okay? So the easiest way to raise your vibe is basically to shift your focus from thinking about all the unwanted things, the fearful things, the thoughts, the feelings that come up, immediately shift it to something that feels good, something that brings you peace and joy, something that lights you up. That immediately gets you into a much more positive vibe. So when we feel fearful thoughts arise within us, just simply surrender them, okay? Just give it to God, give it to your guides. So I channeled a prayer. I would like to share it with you. This prayer comes from my higher guides and guidance. It's something I've been using. And if it speaks to you, I would encourage you to use it as well. So maybe right now you close your eyes and you just kind of take this in, follow along. But the prayer goes like this. Dear God and guides, thank you for taking all of my fear, my thoughts of worry, stress, and concern about me or about those around me, about the things in this world that I cannot control, about the fear-based stories that I create in my mind that do not serve me, about the fear-based stories I hear around me from the media or from others. I surrender to you, and I ask that you help me shift and uplift my energy now. Heal my mind of fearful thinking. Lift my thoughts, feelings, and being into a higher vibrational frequency of light and love, trust and faith. I ask that I feel and I know peace and calm in my body, mind, and heart right now. I ask that I move forward in faith and trust, guided by my higher self and higher guidance. I pray for my highest truth and healing, and I pray for the highest truth and healing of all those around me, and I pray that those who are ill with this virus find strength to move through this experience with grace and ease, and that they be blessed with healing light. Thank you for helping me to show up and shine my light bigger and brighter, rising above the fear of this world and moving forward with grace and in gratitude for all that I am and in all love. And so it is. As always, I am wishing you brightest blessings and all love.